I think the Site Center has been a long-time partner of the Area Office on Aging, and it's been excellent to see how not only is the Site Center helpful in making sure that organizations that serve older adults are aware of how to make their services more accessible and available to individuals that might be experiencing vision loss. So I'm thinking about helping Senior Center or the Area Office on Aging with looking at our website that lists our events and programs and services, and how we're going about making sure that that information on the website is easy for individuals experiencing vision loss to access and read and get connected with, to what's their experience when they come through the doors of our agency. So I think that long-term partnership that we have expands beyond just the contractual relationship, right? Where we're helping make sure that the services that you offer with kind of doing assessments and connecting people with different adaptive equipment is something that's available to them for little to no cost out of their own pocket.
I agree. And I think when we spoke the other day about the importance of the in-home, we provide services in-home, you deliver meals in-home and provide other services. And how important that is in today's world where it's so easy to just ship something or, Amazon it, but the fact that there's real value and real human-to-human value in being in person, especially with older adults that might feel more isolated.
Yeah, I think that you're right. The trend is doing the easy button, right? And the easy button oftentimes is online, oftentimes remote. And what we see happen is as that trend of more online happens, oftentimes the amount of individuals that are feeling isolated and lonely increases. That there's a power to the presence of just being next to somebody who is giving you a real concrete, I think, visual right in front of your face message that I care enough to be here with you, right? Whatever challenges you have above and beyond that, I want to help you with that. And I want to help provide you socialization and let you know that there's an organization and an individual that cares for you. Whenever you have an issue, you know who to call and we'll be there.
And speaking of calling, we made that a priority here to always answer the phone. If humanly possible within this building, to answer the phone and not let it go to voicemail. And at the end of the day, maybe we'll change the trend of taking the least cost, the easiest route, and maybe we'll get more organizations investing in people and one-on-one in-person kind of stuff.
And I think that we are realizing that socialization is a service in and of itself, and it's worth investing in, it's worth paying for, because at the end of the day, it's impacting people's health, it's impacting their well-being, it's impacting their longevity. A recent study showed that those that self-report as being lonely has a negative impact on their health, equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day. Wow. We're investing in smoking cessation. We should be investing in socialization as well. I think in many ways, this campus is kind of a microcosm for the larger community as a whole. And I think what we're seeing is that oftentimes there's disconnects, that maybe are not intentional, but just as things have kind of piecemealed or grown over time, that not always have those connections been made, and oftentimes it results in people feeling that sense of disconnectedness with one another, whether it be with a neighbor that they want to socialize with, or whether it be an organization that's providing a service that they want to get to. If the physical space is not set up in a way to make those connections easily for people, oftentimes they don't happen. So I think we're looking to connect sidewalks where currently there's gaps, to make sure there's safe crosswalks so people can get safely across with not having to unsafely navigate curb cuts that are steep, and motorized wheelchairs and walkers. Your work in helping guide the way that we make this campus more connected and more walkable has been invaluable.
Well, thank you. And I think it's interesting because I guess I hear Lakewood's campus, but only until we started like this visioning process have I pictured in my mind the full campus. But to think of a walking path that we could maybe even bring back an event that we've done in the past called the White King Walk. We haven't done it in years, and it would be so neat to do it on our own campus. And eventually then we learn that the things that are good for one particular population end up being pretty good for everybody. Ramps and larger fonts aren't bad for everybody to maybe read a little easier when it comes to signage and things like that. So I think we're going to set a good example here of what what communities can be, and how a lot of different agencies, with different missions, different purposes, can still be neighbors and create a really nice energy here that everybody can benefit from.
Yeah, I think in many ways we're developing a best practice here locally that really can be replicated in other neighborhoods across the community. So thank you for allowing us to be part of your first 100 years, and look forward to making the next 100 years even greater.
Well, thank you, and thanks for now letting us be at the corner of Billy Johnson Way
That's right.
and Garden Lake Parkway.
It's a great
an
place to
honor.
be.
Yes, it is.